Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen here in our front garden on our deck. We're going to be doing a delicious recipe outside today, and our thoughts was we had this beautiful fish gifted to us by Raymond's brother-in-law, and we're going to make a homemade barbecue codfish in the frying pan, but in the cast iron pan on our barbecue. So if this interests you and you like to know how to make it, stick around and let's get started.
Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen to yours.
So I got my barbecue on a low or medium. Now if you got a side burner on your barbecue, this will work perfect. I'm more or less looking at something that we can make outside and something that we can afterwards eat outside. Now this is the codfish we got. You could use any type of fish for this recipe, but it's going to be a homemade barbecue sauce, and it's all going to be done here together on the barbecue in the cast iron pan. So I'm going to take you in a bit closer and we'll start layering those ingredients. This is a beautiful summer day here today, and we were thinking this is nice to be outside. It's a little windy, so hopefully you won't find it too bad, and hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. So I got 1 chunk of butter on there, a tablespoonful, a little bit more, and a tablespoonful of cooking oil of your choice. I'm going to put that in there first to start seasoning this pan, and before we put the fish in, we're going to be putting in there, I'll let that continue melting. We're going to be putting in there some, how am I going to get onion down in the thing? We'll have that one too. He's cooking down there. Yeah. We're going to be putting in there a medium to a large onion in rings to get this frying in the pan. And I'm also, after I get this started, of course, because the pan haven't been on there very long, I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper. So this is a little bit of pepper. I got about a tablespoonful all in total, but just to season up those onions and get them feeling the love. And some onion powder. I love using onion powder when I'm cooking because that puts that taste there as well.
Good old flavor, isn't it?
Good old flavor, yes. So now while this is starting up, we're going to make our homemade barbecue sauce. So let's go to the table and do that. So over here I got 2 medium carrots cut into rings, or little round pieces, and I'm going to be putting them in there with the onion as well. I'm going to season here our codfish. This is boneless, skinless codfish because we don't want no bones, no. I like frying my fish with the skin on, but I don't like finding one in when I'm doing this barbecue recipe. So that's just salt, pepper, and that onion powder. So over it to this area, I'm going to put 2 tablespoonfuls of brown sugar. I'm going to be tossing in there the remainder of the pepper because it's going to be in with all of it anyway, but I just wanted to do the seasonings in between of those onions and again the fish and get it going for the sauce. So that's salt, pepper, and onion powder put into the brown sugar, and 1/4 cup of white vinegar.
Right on. I said it's so nice on a beautiful sunny day like this when you can hear all the neighbors around enjoying the sunshine and
everyone is gardening and cooking.
Gardening
that's nice.
And cooking.
Yeah.
And, oh, you can't beat it. It's a good sunny
So
day.
just stir that in there, Raymond. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So now what we're going to toss in with that is 3/4 cup of ketchup. Now, of course, for those of you that don't want to make your own made barbecue sauce, you can take it straight from the bottle, whatever kind you enjoy eating, that is totally fine. But today this is just a quick homemade recipe, and this is going to go over that delicious fish, and that's fresh codfish that was caught here in Newfoundland and Labrador, of course Atlantic cod, and you could use again whatever fish you got available. So now let's get back to the barbecue. Just look at these onions there just sizzling, and the smell here now is amazing. So this is just an old-fashioned meal that you would do inside on your stove top, but today we're taking it outside, and we want to just give you a little bit of our summer out here. And maybe later Raymond will take you on a little tour of our garden and show
when I'm not working beyond the camera inside.
Exactly.
I gotta be doing something outside.
You gotta be always doing something, you do, Raymond. Now this here, we'll just put the carrots down on top. Now if you like another vegetable there instead of the carrot, that's fine, but I want to keep that codfish from the bottom of that pan because I don't want for it to burn or to dry out on us. So right now we're just going to let that cook for a little. I'm going to cover with some foil wrap, and then I'll tell you what's next.
I'll tell you one thing. I see the neighbours over there is waving. I'd say they're all saying what a beautiful smell. Yeah, we'll have to invite them over for our meal.
We're going to give them a little taste of this, you know we will.
Just a few little shots that I do of the outside garden when I'm not behind the camera in Bonita's kitchen. I'm busy outside. So just a few little pictures of some pastime I love doing, and as well as doing Bonita's kitchen. And I think I hear, I think I'm getting the call. We're ready to get back in the kitchen.
Okay, take that foil off of there. And as you can see, just look, everything is nice and tender. And what we're going to do next, which is our favorite part, is putting the codfish on there. And we love when they got food fishery here in Newfoundland and Labrador. And it's usually on the weekends that I think anyone can go out and fish. They can fish off the side of the wharf or on the bank or in their boat. It doesn't matter. And they can, of course, get some nice codfish, which me and Raymond don't do, but we love when we get gifted. Now this is the homemade barbecue sauce, and I forgot to put in my tablespoonful of Worcestershire sauce.
That big word again.
Yes, so stir that around. I know you guys are going to help me in pronouncing it. And I'm going to toss that now right over the fish.
Oh yeah, looking good.
Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh. Yum. I want to rinse out my bowl. So I got 1 cup of vegetable broth. You can use chicken broth. You could use even just water if you want to, but I like to have a little bit of flavor in there just to rinse out that bowl and to give it a little bit more liquid. Now I'm not pouring it all in there yet. I'm just going to pour it in stages if I need it, because as this cooks it will decrease the liquid that's in our pan, and I don't want to lose that because that's liquid goodness there now. So I'm going to cover this with my foil and then put the lid down again for another few minutes. Now if you want to slow this cooking down, just turn down the dials of your barbecue and then cook it a little slower. Now this is what you call goodness.
That's a good word.
Yeah, this is your goodness. Now I'm going to turn these cod fillets over.
You're going to flip it over.
I'm going to flip them over, and without breaking them because they're so fresh. Like that is the last flip that's going to go on that cod there now. And this here today is going to be mouth-watering for myself and Raymond. And like you said, we'll share. Indeed, we will.
Definitely.
Or we most definitely will give them the recipe and say, okay, no, come over and we'll show you how to make it.
So now, this is a 1-flip fish.
This is a 1-flip fish. You don't want to flip it no more than that, Raymond, or they'll fall apart. You only need a couple of minutes on one side, couple of minutes on the other side, and just let it, and I'm just letting it simmer there now. I got it all turned down nice and then I'm going to put my foil on again, so we're just enjoying the outside.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Beautiful dessert.
So now let's check on this delicious meal again, and we're going to plate it up with some boiled potatoes and have just a feast there today. Just look. Yum.
Yummy, yummy, good for the tummy.
Just look at this delicious, the codfish, just look at it falling apart. Of course, I don't want it cooked any more than that because we'll be calling this a stew here today, and we don't want that. So I got over here to the side some boiled potatoes. This used to be my dad's favorite, having a couple of just plain peeled potatoes, boiled, and the codfish, well, of course, with the homemade barbecue sauce on it. Oh my gosh, just look. Here I go again. Oh my gosh, oh my goodie.
Yeah.
And all of this goodness over the top. Can you just see yourself making this today? Yum. Oh my gosh, Raymond, I am going to have a taste of this here now, and then we'll scoop up our supper. We'll
I'm going to have a big taste.
You're going to have a big taste. You're going to have that plate over there, and I'll have this one. Let's have a taste now, and I'm just going to tell you what it tastes like. So we're going to thank our brother-in-law for sharing these codfish with us. Mmm. Mmm.
Too good to eat.
2 thumbs up. Too good to eat. You know, the flavor of that homemade barbecue sauce, but the taste of that codfish and having it outside. I can't wait for you guys to make this, and like you said, if you don't have codfish, you use whatever fish you got that's in season where you are, and get outside and enjoy your summer. I just can't wait to finish this. So good. If you guys like to make this, I'm going to share the recipe with you and under this link. Also, send me a message at bonita'skitchen@gmail.com. Visit us on our Facebook page, pop by over on our website, sign up, and that will be www.bonita'skitchen.com. So I'm not going to take any more of your time. I know it's precious, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode today of our homemade barbecue sauce codfish done on the barbecue in the cast iron pan. That's a mouthful.
That definitely
It is a
yeah.
mouthful. I'll, like you said, I'll simplify that, but that is a mouthful, and it tastes amazing. So on behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours,
You have a wonderful day.
and thank you for stopping by.
All right, looking too good. So Bonita, is this my plate? 2 thumbs up.
Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.